Tutuyoruz bana pozulance bellore. Bazına bani pücesekene Malova, bazeni hoste damia banove. Dobrý den. Je mi velkou ctí přivítat vás na naší recepci, který založený Koreje se v nádherném Paláci Jofin, kde slavíme bohatou historii Koreje. Jsem potěšen, že zde dnes vidím tolik našich přátel a také krajany. This is my second time hosting this special event as an ambassador, and I'm proud to say that Korea-Czechia relations have never been stronger. As President Pavel highlighted during President Yoon's historic visit last month, Korea and Czechia share a robust partnership built on mutual respect, shared values and democracy, and a strong manufacturing-based economy. This visit laid the foundation for the era of deeper collaboration in the years ahead. One of the most significant milestones in our bilateral relations came in July this year, when Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power was selected as the preferred supplier for the new Dukovany nuclear power plant project. This landmark decision not only reflects the deep trust between the two countries, also will foster stronger industry-to-industry cooperation, opening the door to an era of nuclear energy alliance and broader collaboration across various fields. During President Yoon's visit, Korea and Czechia adopted a joint statement, action plan that will guide our cooperation in areas such as economy, trade, investment, security, science, technology, and more. Prime Minister Fiala echoed this sentiment, noting that our relations have never been stronger, paving the way for projects of strategic importance. It's clear that our two nations are set to achieve great things in the future. Beyond our shared project, I'd like to take a moment to express my deep admiration for Czech's rich culture and vibrant democracy. Many Koreans are moved by the classical composition of Antonin Dvořák and Bedřich Smetana, and Czechia's literary giants like Karel Čapek and Milan Kundera, whose work continue to inspire us today. Czechia's journey to achieving a strong democracy in a relatively short time also echoes profoundly Korea's own experience. In recent years, Korean literature has found growing popularity in Czechia as well, further strengthening cultural ties. Notable works such as Vegetarian, written by 2024 Nobel Prize winner Han Gang, or Kim Jeong, born in 1982, by Jo Nam-ju, and My Life in North Korea by Park Ji-hyun and Choi Sol-in, translated into Czech language, have deeply resonated with Czech readers. As a Korean ambassador, I fully committed to strengthening and expanding the relationship. A Czech proverb says, "Vždyť pomoci trzeba o północy." Offender help even at midnight. You can always count on Korea to be that kind of a friend. Thank you again for joining us today. Thank you very much and enjoy our reception. Thank you.
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure and honor for me as a chairman of the group of Friends of the Republic of Korea in the Chamber of Deputies of the Czech Parliament to greet and wish our Korean friends much success and joy on Korean National Day. I would also like to add wishes on behalf of the Czech members of the Czech-Korean Forum for Future. Since the utter devastation of the country during the tragic Korean War in the 50s, this fantastic country has achieved fascinating achievements in all fields of human endeavor. This is undoubtedly a great inspiration and challenge for all of us, whatever profession we are from. The scope of cooperation, as was already mentioned by His Excellency Ambassador, is great and large, and especially the investments and investment activity of the Republic of Korea in our country is enormous. And I would say that our cooperation is really multifaceted, from nuclear power engineering on one side and classical concert music on the other one. And undoubtedly, the scope of cooperation will be greater thanks to the joint extension of our nuclear power plants. Last but not least, I would like to underline that the Republic of Korea is a democratic country. It must permanently defend its democracy on the edge of democracy and to live day by day under the threat from the North. This is something what we admire, it's something what we are inspired by, and that's why we value our friendship even more. Thank you so much.
Your Excellency, Mr. Ambassador, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, it's a pleasure for me to greet you on behalf of the Czech Academy of Sciences and to thank for the invitation. I would like to emphasize that the Czech Academy of Sciences considers South Korea to be a very significant scientific partner. But it is maybe interesting to look a little bit to the history. Before so-called Velvet Revolution, we were strictly forbidden in scientific community even to ask for a reprint of scientific articles in scientific journals. And I did it few times in that time, and I was punished for this, so we cannot even imagine it now. After Velvet Revolution in November '89, everything changed, and the scientific community actually was very relieved, because fortunately and eventually we could enjoy peace and freedom, and science is genuinely very cosmopolitan, very international. And in that time, after establishment of the Czech Republic especially, it's a new era of our collaboration with South Korea, without interference with the north of the country. I am quite happy to actually say a few words about this cooperation. There are several agreements that were signed, building networks, especially in natural sciences and technical sciences, physics, chemistry, biotechnology, but also energy production and storage and electronics. And Czech Academy of Sciences is very happy that Korea is really very, very important partner in this, for Czech science as a whole, not just for Czech Academy of Sciences. We have some bilateral relationships, for example, the agreement was Kyungpook National University, and I apologize for very likely incorrect pronunciation of this. Also with Korea Electronics Technology Institute, KETI, which I was lucky to visit several years ago. And there is also very recently signed trilateral agreement between Charles University, Czech Academy of Sciences, and Korean Chungnam National University. But of course, relationships between people and of course among scientists as well must be constantly taken care of. And I'm happy to mention that, for example, in the early April there was a symposium on nuclear energy cooperation between the Czech Republic and South Korea, and there were several successful projects presented which actually show collaboration between not only scientists in both countries but also between industries. We also are quite happy that we can strengthen collaboration in hydrogen technologies. And Mr. Ambassador already mentioned very successful success of so-called Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power, which is a Korean company that in this July succeeded in the state contract for building nuclear sources for the Dukovany nuclear power plant. And I think that this is not just success of this collaboration, but it also opens the door for future cooperation, especially in physical and technical sciences. Mr. Ambassador, at the conclusion, I would like to thank you and your embassy for very nice cooperation, which is not only very open and very stable, but also flexible, which is very important for science. And I wish South Korea prosperity and peace. Thank you very much.
forte, non so più forte.
저